everyone, I'm Jodi. Welcome to my channel. I'm really glad that you're here today. And if you've been with me for a while, it might look a little brighter in here. However, I've not added more lights. I don't think there's any room in this room to add any more lights. But what I did do is finally learn more about all the settings on my camera to say, hey, if you just turn this dial, it will allow more light exposure into your camera. Yeah, it's been an ongoing thing. I love the new background. I love the contrast of it. I love the liveliness of it, but I know it was dark to see some of the makeup applications. So let me know in the comments below if this is better. Please don't tell me it's too bright because I don't know what I would do then. I would fix it, of course, but I think we have found a good, happy solution so you guys can see what I'm doing close up with my makeup, just like in the old studio setting, and we still have like some fun pizzazz. I just felt like neutral tones, warm tones, earthy tones, beautiful. But you see that a lot in makeup tutorials, so I wanted to do something that just represented different, and I love this background. All right, so let's talk about why you're actually tuned into this video today, and that is to learn about how to apply your makeup so that you can maximize your look with your glasses. Now, I did a video about glasses and wearing makeup about 2 years ago, and to date, it is still one of my best performing videos. So as I was looking at all my analytics the other day and really trying to understand what it is that you guys are wanting more of, looking for information on, I thought it's probably time to do an updated video on glasses. So I scoured all my resources to see what else have I learned since then that I have not shared, and let's put it in a video so you guys have everything you need in one spot. So whether you are wearing glasses for the first time, whether you've worn glasses your whole life, or whether you're just needing readers, you know, for the grocery store or just to pick up your favorite cosmetics, because the writing on the back of any cosmetics is in super small writing, then this video is for you. We're going to talk about some stuff that's going to make your applications much easier. So if you are ready, let's just get into it. One of the common concerns I heard from many of you after I posted that last video was, how do you put on your makeup if in fact you need glasses? Because you've got to sometimes take your glasses off in order to see close enough to the mirror. And since I only wear readers, I just wasn't mindful of that type of a challenge that some of you face. So I did some research, and a really good tip that I found was to buy travel size brushes, or if you don't want to buy new brushes and you love the brushes that you have, just cut them to be much shorter. That way, when you're getting much closer to your lighted mirror, you have the right size brush. These are my travel brushes. If I were to actually need to put my makeup on really close to my mirror, I would probably cut these down even shorter. Try this first by using the brushes that come in your eyeshadow palettes. The shorter brush allows you to get really close to your mirror so you can see what you're doing without having your brush handle hit the side of the mirror, causing you to have to go back farther, and then you really can't see what you're doing. Another great tip before we get into the makeup application is when it comes to applying your mascara, try to learn how to apply your mascara with your right hand with your right eye and your left hand getting your left eye. It leaves your line of sight open on both sides, allowing you to get really close-up mascara applications. When it comes to finding the right shape of eyeglasses for your shaped face, it's the same rule as sunglasses, which means there's really no rule. It's dependent on your own preference and your own styles. But if you are looking for some sort of a guideline to go with just to get yourself started, here's a couple rules of thumb that you can use. In full transparency, I am not an expert in this category. However, I found a fantastic website which I'm going to refer you guys to, and that is by Warby Parker. If you've heard of them, they make glasses. This is not a sponsored video. I just stumbled across their website, and they've put a lot of good information in their blogs on how to find the right shape sunglasses or eyeglasses for your shaped face. They even go so far as to walk you through how to identify what shape your face is, because that's not always an obvious answer. So their rule of thumb, and it made sense to me, was if your face is more round, go for more square glasses, because that countersets the balance of your face. Same is true if you have more of a square face, then go for more oversized or more round glasses. That way you're adding some soft edges to your already more squared off face. If your face is more oval shape, almost any shape sunglasses or eyeglasses works for you, whether it's round, rectangle, oversized, square. cat eye, or aviators. Now let's talk about aviators for a second, because aviators are flattering on every shaped face. So if you're looking for a safe bet, then aviators might be your best option. And who doesn't love a good pair of aviators? I still to this day can't put on aviators without thinking of Top Gun. Am I right? Do you guys not think of Top Gun when you put on some aviators? I just love them. And it doesn't seem like they've ever gone out of style. An aviator is an aviator is an aviator. So if you're looking for a sunglass shape or an eyeglass shape to last through the seasons, the styles, for here on out, I think aviators are a pretty safe bet. If your face is more heart-shaped, Warby Parker recommends that you get those tortoise glasses. You know, the ones that are somewhat speckled. That adds a little bit of element to your face, drawing the attention right to your eyes, which highlights and emphasizes your cheekbones and sometimes your eyebrows, which if you have a heart-shaped face, that's the area that you really want to bring attention to. Their website was really helpful. So if you're just looking for more resources or information on how to find the right shape of your face and then subsequent glasses and sunglasses, I would check them out. All right, so now let's talk about the makeup. We know a common issue when it comes to wearing glasses is the either indentation where your glasses touch your nose and on your cheeks, or the slippage from your oily skin or your foundation or your primer or whatever you have put on your face to cause these two things to slip. So let's talk about that for a second. The first thing you want to do is add a little bit of primer right to the bridge of your nose where your glasses are going to touch, as well as right underneath where your lenses sit on your cheeks. You can also add a little bit of primer just to the inside of your glasses for a little extra grip. I like to use e.l.f.'s Poreless Putty Primer because it's not only good as a primer for your face, it's a good eyelid primer, it's also a good lip primer. And since researching for this video, I've also learned it's a good eyeglasses primer. When it comes to applying your foundation, start on the outer edge of your face first and work your way in. Now this is opposite of how many makeup artists tell you to apply your makeup, but that is for non-glasses wearers. For those of us that wear glasses, you want your foundation to thin out as it comes to the center of your face. Because when you see those indentions of where your lenses sit, it's often because your foundation is too thick and your lenses are pressing into all of that product. By just having a very thin veil of product on top of your moisturizer and your primer, it allows your glasses more grip right where they rest along your cheeks, as well as the bridge of your nose. Glasses tend to add some shadowing around your eyes, and in this area where we already carry a little extra darkness as we age, you really want to spend some time brightening up this area. I like to add a little bit of brightening concealer right underneath my eyes, and if it's a day where I'm wearing glasses, I'll go a little bit heavier on the concealer so that I can brighten up a larger area underneath my eyes. A quick pro tip here, I saw this on a Painted by Spencer video recently where he did the concealer on one eye and then put in the powder before moving to applying concealer on the other eye. I have since been doing this and I've really loved the way it looks. It just allows the powder to set on top of that concealer instead of allowing the concealer to dry a little bit before applying the powder. So do one eye at a time, and it's allowed that powder to not look nearly as cakey. I like to use the e.l.f. Hydration Concealer for underneath my eyes, especially on days where I'm wearing glasses and I know I'll need to add extra powder. Now, if you don't like to wear a concealer and a foundation under your eyes, you can always reach for a lightly colored, light milled powder like this one by Ben Nye. I like the Pretty in Pink. It adds just an extra touch of brightness underneath my eyes. Think about a couple years ago when it went crazy on TikTok where people were putting blush as their concealer. I think there's still some of that happening. It's that same concept, but this one's been around for years and years. It's straight out of Hollywood. It works very well, and it's not nearly as bright as using a blush under here. If you have more yellow undertones or more warm skin tones, then the banana in this one would also work really well. Now, the thing about Ben Nye, you can order these from his website. You can also look for a theater or costume store in your area. They typically will carry Ben Nye products. While we're talking about powder, adding just a little bit of face powder right where those lenses are gonna sit and on the bridge of your nose. And as a final step, take any of that remaining powder on the bridge of your glasses as well as the underside of those lenses, just for extra gripping power to help your glasses from sliding down your face. Now, when you wear glasses, doing your eye makeup can be really fun because you can go bold, you can go bigger, and you can go a little more wild with glasses because you tend to lose just a little bit of that look with the lenses. So going a little bolder outside of your comfort zone, once you put your glasses on, you'll really like the look. A couple rules of thumb here. You want your eyeshadow to complement the color of your frames and not have a contrast or work against. So if you have a standard black frame like I do, then you can get really bold with a lot of different colors. If you have a red eyeglasses frame, of course, then you don't want to wear red eyeshadow. You want to wear a complementary color. The best way to identify those, just look at what color is across the color wheel from the color of your frames, and that will help you identify some of the best complementary colors for your eyeshadows. For my look, I like to let my eyeliner and my mascara really play the leading part and not put too much on my eyes in terms of eyeshadow, simply because as I age, my eyelids are a little more wrinkly and I don't want to highlight that. So I like to just put a little bit of sparkle, a bright shimmer right on my eyelids, and then let the mascara and the eyeliner take the show. Speaking of eyeliner, a good rule of thumb here is to have your eyeliner thickness the same thickness as your lenses. So here you can see I've got more thin to medium sized frames. So I want to have eyeliner that is not too thick, but also not too thin. Just a nice medium-sized eyeliner to really complement the lines in my frames. We know eyelashes can present their own sets of challenges when it comes to wearing glasses. You want to be thinking volume and curl instead of length, because length is going to go out and touch the ends of your lenses, which is not what you want. Curling your lashes really allows you to give a lift to your lashes, as well as reaching for a volumizing and thickening mascara over a lengthening mascara. Applying the mascara at the root and wiggling it so that the majority of the product comes off at the root and then thinly goes up as you move the brush along to the tip of your eyelash will allow you to give additional lift. Think about adding mousse to your hair. Adding a little bit of extra mascara on the underside of your lashes helps give that volume and that stiffness, keeping your lashes up longer throughout the day. If you do find that you have to wear a mask with glasses and you're getting some of that steam that happens, then maybe reach for a waterproof mascara so that as you get that steam and that humidity, you're not leaving lash prints all over the inside of your lenses, and even worse, down underneath your eyes. Applying your blush with your glasses on allows your glasses to be a part of the process. And what I mean by that is it allows you to see how that blush is gonna look with your glasses on. So it may be a little awkward or uncomfortable or clunky at first, but if you can just raise your glasses slightly and put your blush on right with your glasses, you're able to put together a look where your blush is not only on the side of your cheek, but also a little bit of it comes through the bottom part of your lenses. Reaching for a lip liner and a lipstick that complements the look that you have going on here, whether it's bold and bright or whether it's more neutral with just some black or brown eyeliner and mascara, adding that right complementary color of lip liner and lipstick to pull together the look and make it look like you had a pro come and do your makeup. What I mean by that is if your eyes are really bold and bright, then you'll want to go a little bit more nude on the lip. On the flip side, if you went very minimal on your eyes, then go for a brighter, bold look. If you feel like your eyes are somewhere in between, then pull off a lip that is also somewhere in between so they complement one another, but one isn't more bright or stark or aggressive than the other. And that pretty much does it. So with a few minor adjustments to the length of the brush that you're using, the way that you're applying your mascara, and incorporating some of these application tips, your new makeup look with your glasses should leave you feeling very confident stepping outside or just reading a book inside. I hope this video was helpful. Before I let you guys go, I do feel like I've been cheating, so I have to be honest. These glasses, so if anyone's like, wait a minute, that's not right. Let me just, before I go into my exit part of the video, these are the actual glasses that I wear. You can see they are the exact same glasses, but one has a lens and one does not. Because as you can imagine, shooting a video with a lot of studio lights would make it really hard for you guys to see. So there you go. Now you guys know all my secrets. Well, that does it for me today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.